Hello again, people. Right, sorry, this is take two of this, so I've got a few more lines on than I should have, but I got interrupted. But I've been away from the charts just over 3 hours, and I wanted to show you sort of what I do when I come back to get back into the feel of it. And it's no different than when I've had a sleep overnight. Do the same thing, start on the higher time frames and draw my lines. Spaghetti junction looks like again, I know, but hopefully it'll make sense if I explain it to you. Oh, by the way, I shorted this a short while ago. Let's have a look where the trade is. Only just over 10 pips net of spread, but every little helps, as those Tesco ads say. I think it's Tesco's. So this was a valid descending trend line according to my rules, because I could sing the trend song. We could have drawn one there earlier on. In fact, I think I might have drawn one on the previous cable video. The reason being because high, low, lower, high, broke the low of that, so then that becomes a valid level of connection, resistance, call it what you like. As goes for this one, high, low, lower, high. We broke this while I was away from the charts, so that then becomes a valid trend line. It could be tightened up slightly, I think, but the high of that red candle there. And then, as you can see, all we had was a pullback against the trend. You can see that by looking at the indicator as well, red below zero, a little bit overextended maybe here, easy in hindsight I know, but two big candles. And where did they stop? Right on the low of that candle there, the flip zone between the close and open of that green candle. Right on that, you can see that little green line in between there. No surprises. You can, once you've added all these different aspects of, old-fashioned descending trend lines, but with my tweak on how I look at them, as opposed to saying, oh, it must have 3 touches to be valid, or 4 touches test to be valid, or whatever. I'm showing you what I believe as a result of 15 years staring at this stuff. Then we could also see this had actually done a break and close, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, high, and close. So this could have gone long had it pulled back and then continued up, but everything was screaming shorts, wasn't it, really? So after you've watched these long enough, you will understand what we're doing. Oh, on the H1 as well. Now this is potentially attacking this level here: low, high, higher, low, higher, high, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. If it breaks that, then it looks like it's got to go to China or whatever, Australia, wherever that is, upwards to the moon, down to Australia. So it stands to reason. What do we know? We can think, or we can have in our head, it's got to break and close it to do the reversal. These reversals are, in my opinion, are very strong indicators of how to trade. That's how I trade. That's what I'm showing you on these. Once again, disclaimer: don't trade what I'm talking about. Don't attempt to trade that short on my recommendation. All I'm here to do is teach you how I study the charts and assess them rather, and enter trades. It's all for teaching purposes. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, we can use the break and close candlesticks trends to attack those levels once you've got the experience, and as you can see, it's doing just that. We've had what I used, in fact, was the 15-minute break and close. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, high, low, lower, high, carry on singing, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close. That's the break. That was my entry. Didn't want to get greedy, just set my take profit before it was likely to bounce on that level. and you can see, you know, a little bit down. In fact, the other interesting thing I found about this was, remember we always look to the left, and I could see this 15-minute high here, which could easily act as resistance. This is actually very important. I almost forgot to mention it on the video. That's it there. It failed to hold as resistance with that candle there. So not only did we have the close and break of the reversal pattern, the close and break of that low there, that green candle's low, low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low and close. Remember, you don't have to have just 1, 2 and then 1, 2 candles. This whole thing, this is actually a really strong downtrend as well, which you know, once you learn to sing the song, it's not hard. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low and close. Old support has failed to hold as new resistance. Then we have these additional, this is why these levels and lines are so important to learn and understand what they're showing you. This is a valid level of resistance. There's a good trend there. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, and lower, low, and close. Broke that support, price crashed. Broke this support, that yellow line, price crashed. This shows you, and this shows you it doesn't always come back to test that level. What this did, in fact, was use that level there to the pip. Broke, pulled back. That's why that was significant. That's why I entered that trade. Only 10 pips, because I wanted to be out before it bounced, potentially bounced off that. And I've left loads on the table, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm not worried. I don't care. I've got a high probability of making numerous trades every day. That was a 30 pip gap between those two levels there. In fact, sorry, that was my take profit, wasn't it? That was the entry there. The price has moved nearly 50 pips. In fact, it did move 50 pips, didn't it? Over 50 pips, 60 pips. But not greedy, there's no need to be. And where has this stopped? Well, look, there's a whole load of flipping going on here. And what that is you know, that's supply and demand area. And there it is. I'm talking about that close, that open. Or we could use this as your flip here, that close and that open. So it's just about learning the lines, guys. I'm trying my best to produce enough videos to hopefully produce a eureka moment for you. And candlestick trends, and you know the song, starts with an H and starts with an L. And keep on trucking, guys. Thanks for watching. Fourth trade, fourth winner, and I've probably you know, I've had hours away from the charts, walked the dogs, dealt with horses, popped back, took a trade. That's what it's about. And now I'm up to what, 11, nearly 12 times what I need for the day. So that takes me into 12 trading days effectively. So sometimes you can get a month's worth of trades in a day, and you can have a month off. And see how this is breaking these levels again now. This is a, what is that one? H4 low. Tested it, broke it, pulled back, and it's crashing again. What can I say? Good luck, green pips, and I hope this is helping.